Let's see how this comes out. Volotherm modulus cartology, and I'm back. That's I'm doing 2 videos in one day. I'm gonna try to do a third one. You know, and I'm still doing beat 'em ups. So I'm going there. You know what I mean? As you can see, I'm doing a Rockstar production.
Jimmy, please say something.
AKA the Bully.
James, what? Who are you?
At its heart, it's a beat 'em up game, you know.
Like I said before, Jimmy,
And,
please be nice to your new stepfather.
Yeah. Nah, he ain't gonna be nice to the stepdad. Who's ever nice to the stepdad, you know? And I am Volotherm modulus tautology, here to bring y'all another classic. It's still the what's the day? The 27th. It's 2 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna get this up in the next 30 minutes or so, because I'm just gonna boom and drop it, and hit the like button, subscribe, and share. This content is for educational purposes only, and I hope y'all get a little bit of the knowledge that I'm trying to share with y'all. First, my religion is love God. That's it. It's not hard. That's my religion. All right. Now leave me alone with all that hate. I don't really deal with that hate too well. You know, especially when it comes to my own people, foundational Black Americans. Now, does that mean that I don't like foundational Americans? No. I mean, if you're American, we're American. We are Americans, right? United States of America, right? Now, some people are on provinces or whatever of the United States. I don't know how that affects their citizenship if they're able to come and travel across the 50 states. Yeah, I can do that. You know, I don't need a passport. I shouldn't need a passport to go to Alaska, Hawaii, or the was it the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico? You know, I shouldn't need a passport. But now we need these new super IDs, and I'm also gonna run. I'm gonna run this Grand Theft Auto 6 real quick for y'all too. Let me see where is it at. Let me click on this button right here. I think this will be it right here. Yeah, so that's the Grand Theft Auto 6. It's just going to be the fair use. Just to share where this is where it kind of began. Bully. Well, the Grand Theft Auto 3 was the first game. Grand Theft Auto Bully came out in between there somewhere. We'll look all that information up as I continue to play these games. And the latest one to come out they're supposed to come out next year is Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm not in any rush because I'm not looking forward to playing that on the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2. The Switch 2 I'm planning on being my last gaming system. I'm really not planning on getting a PlayStation. I've always been more of a PC player, so my next goal is to build a super powerful PC on my bucket list, and then that's it. I'm done. I'm officially retiring. Yeah, my son, he has a PlayStation 5. He probably want a PlayStation 6, and he got a whole bunch of people that'll buy it for him, so he's good as long as he do good grades, and he's doing good grades. I taught him everything that he needs to know in order to get straight A's, and that's all he's been doing. So he's doing a great job at that. I am trying to figure out, this internet. That's why I'm making these little videos so that I can grow my network. So right now, Facebook, I'm doing good. You know what I mean? I should be at 1,000, I hope, by the next year or so. We'll see, followers or whatever. See how it grows. I'm in the mid 700s or something like that. I meet people every other day or so. But then I lose people because I don't do woke folk really like that. Like, and I see, then that's when I have to explain because what is his name? Then I got to bring up people's names and stuff, and then that's when I start talking about generations. Right now, there's a lot of confusion on the generations, and that's why I put it the way that I put it, as just even 20-year intervals, because we finding that we have baby boomers like they want um, Barack Obama to be a baby boomer, and it's like he was born in 1960. He's really not a baby boomer. He's really a Generation X. All right, but they want Barack Obama, but then they don't want Spike Lee, for example, right? And I'm talking about Judge Joe Brown. Yeah, like he's the main one because he 1 year he said 64, then he said it's up until 65. So if it's from 65 to 1975, that means Generation X is only 10 years. Like, why are we getting the shortest, span? Because they want to move the millennials back to 75, 76, and then the Gen Z start in 97, 95, 96. Like, no. Gen Z starts in 2000. That's Gen Z. 2000 to 2019, right? So Gen Zs are turning 25, 26 right now. It's not, they want Gen Zs to be 35. No. Stop that. Stop elevating just to have some kind of status that really doesn't. That's arbitrary anyway. It's the same with gay, right? It's that word used to just be silly. It meant to be, a child. That's what it meant. It meant to be Peter Pan. I don't want to grow up. That's what gay used to mean. Spin around, fall down, laugh, and just I don't have a care in the world of life or whatever. That changes at 13, 14. Now you gotta really pretty much find a job. You gotta find a job, right? And that's where this, the 20-year-olds, the Gen Zs now that they turning 20 to 25, it's all right. Now they trying to get into the real workforce, and they want to be the manager right away. So now we're dealing with the millennials being the managers, and Gen X's are being pushed out to retire. And it's like, I'm not trying to retire yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. So it's now they want me to run for office. So all right, cool, I'll run for office or something. So next year, the year after I'm running for mayor of Philadelphia. This year I run for whoever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. School, the superintendent of schools or something. So vote for me. All right, just fill me in and let's say, hey, I voted for you, Volo, for whatever position, and I'll go try to fill it if I get more than one vote. And yes, I'm being facetious with it because that's pretty much what it's kind of looking like, because y'all voted for Brandon. I'm calling him Brown Nose, right? Brown Nose Johnson, the mayor of Chirac, and that's why I'm going to share another one today. I've been sharing all these ones on Brandon Johnson and how stupid he sounded the other day with his quote, but not too many people are really sharing that latest video. Now, let me see, what's this guy's name? Let me look him up real quick, see if I can find him. Because I'm going to share somebody new today that I just started following. His name is, there he is right there, because let me visit his channel. It's Hannibal is Hungry. Okay, Hannibal is Hungry. It's at Hannibal is Hungry. He's pretty good. He got 120,000 subscribers. So I'm a fair use him. He has 777 videos, so I'm gonna catch him on the video soon. I'm about to hit 5. It's a little while. I think I'm near 500. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna share the link to the video in my thing. He does have a thing exposing. There's nothing really to expose with Umar Johnson, so I kind of get his drift. There's no hate towards him, but that's not what I am. I'm a Gen X gamer, so I'm all about hip-hop being an American culture created by us, the children of the 1960 Civil Rights Movement. That's 1960 to 1979 is the Gen X, 1980 to 1999, that's the millennials, and then 2000 to 2019, that's Generation Z, right? The Generation Z, and then whatever the new one is now, 2020 until 2039. They want to call them the alphas. I don't subscribe to that, but they're only really 5 years old right now. So we're going to treat them like they 5 years old. That's why the books that I suggest right now are The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I guess, but that really wasn't what my drift was with this. Little Ring Riding Hood, The Three Pigs, and Pinocchio. Well, Pinocchio will be when they're a little older because that one does have a lot of Christian undertones to it. Anyhow, it's time. I'm gonna share his video, and then I'm gonna play a little bit of Bully, and then I'm gonna wrap it on up. So that'll be 30 minutes almost. His video is only like 17 minutes, and he's just gonna recap what I was sharing with the other video with Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chirac, and we'll get more into the dates of the generations and all that good stuff. And I hope my voice is coming through so clear. Let me mute it, and then I'll go right into that video, okay?
Mr. Johnson attended an event in 2020. It was called We Don't Call Police. And that same year you said it was a political goal to defund the police.
President Barack Obama took it one step further as well. Basically said that the effort of the defund police movement lost an audience because of that slogan, I guess is what he's calling it. Which I don't look at it as a slogan. It's an actual real political goal.
So, Mr. Johnson, what do you say to Chicagoans who do want more officers in their neighborhoods?
The fact of the matter is we are driving violence down on this city, and we're using every single resource that's available to us. Jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness that has not led to safe communities.
Behind me is the mayor's house. 3 squad cars blocking it, patrolling it, protecting it. For him and his family. Yet he calls law enforcement a sickness. What a hypocrite. Piece of garbage.
Mayor Brandon Johnson, in my opinion, the worst mayor in America, said a whole bunch of stupid things the last couple of days, and I had to talk about it because we do talk about really corrupt and incompetent mayors on this channel, and he said this a couple of days ago that law enforcement is a sickness. And the wild part about this is that Chicago weekends still look like highlights of Call of Duty. So I needed to make it make sense.
The rioters assaulting Chicago's ICE facility don't like the welcome they're getting. Oh, shouldn't stand there. Whoa. Oh, they're throwing stuff? Oh, the paintball snipers are coming into action.
Because blaming cops for Chicago's problems might sound great on, let's say, MSNBC or on Twitter, but in real life, it just seems to be very horrible.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent, adaptive, effortless.
Optics. And when you throw in Johnson's ego-driven fight with Trump refusing the National Guard to help just to score some political points, those optics get even worse because the grudge match doesn't just hurt Trump, it hurts the Chicago residents living through this violence every single day. So let's get into it. So you see in this clip Mayor Brandon Johnson having a full-on tantrum, getting upset about some of the questions reporters are asking, and then he just goes and says what he has to say.
Mayor Johnson, we've all seen the horrific video of Charlie Kirk being politically assassinated. In Chicago, we saw an ICE agent reportedly run over by an illegal alien. Many people tell me, real Chicagoans tell me, that it's your violent, racist hate speech that is causing people to commit these acts of violence. What do you say to the real Chicagoans who detest what they call the insipid, insidious, boneheaded hate speech that you engage in on a daily basis?
Well, first of all, I don't engage in hate speech.
The remaining question that has yet to be answered, because y'all keep running from it like I'm Marianne Ahern, is what do you, the Illinois Attorney General, and the governor have to offer in lieu of sending in the National Guard, the 101st Airborne, or what have you, to make Chicagoans feel safe in their communities in real time, outside of reported statistics and so on?
I think I understand your question. Okay, let me just start with this. How about this? In 1974, there were 970 murders. Okay, 1995, there were 828 murders. 2016, 778 murders. 2021, 805 murders. This has been a problem in this city for a very long time. Now, my deputy mayor, Gatewood, we're offering a better pathway so that we don't have 970 people murdered in our city every single year. But you're not going to convince me that the people of Chicago only deserve law enforcement. I get so sick and tired of people believing that the only thing that black and brown and poor people get to get in this city are badges. People want jobs. It's why we've increased the ability for young people to have jobs in this city. People want health care and behavioral mental health care. That's what they asked me. That's why we've expanded it. People want to be able to afford to live in this city. That's why I'm building more affordable units. People want justice if they do get wrapped up into this spiral of despair in this city. I get so sick and tired of people in this country and in this city that believes that the only thing that you can offer black people and poor people is jails, incarceration, and police officers. Dr. King said this right here in Chicago, the National Conference on New Politics. What did he say? He said, militarism is a sickness. I am trying to eradicate the sickness from this city and from this country. To offer, no, listen, Mark, I get to answer my question now. You've asked it.
Mark.
No, Mark, I'm answering my questions. Of course they are, but you're not going to be able to avoid that if we don't do the things that actually work. We are not split on this issue. The fact of the matter is, no one has asked me to send federal troops into this city to make it safe. It has never come up. It never came up during the campaign. It's never come up in the first 2 years. The fact of the matter is, we are driving violence down on this city, and we're using every single resource that's available to us. Jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness that has not led to safe communities.
There it is, talking about militarism is a sickness, but then he flips it to say that law enforcement is a sickness.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is now addressing comments that he made earlier this week when he referred to law enforcement as a sickness.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson not backing away from the comments he made Tuesday.
Dr. King referred to militarism as a sickness, and I've said this multiple occasions, and my position is still very clear. The addiction of jails and incarceration is one that we have to wean ourselves off of.
And the problem is, when he gets really riled up and triggered, he's not able to explain himself correctly, or I think maybe he's just saying what he really wants to say. But I do get some of the points he is trying to make. The prison system, the prison industrial complex, over-incarceration, relying only on cops to fix deeper societal problems doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Cops are there to enforce the law. They're not there to fix the cultural issues, because that's the biggest issue that we have here. It's a cultural problem. But people must be held accountable. You have the gang violence. You have all this bad, destructive, toxic behavior damaging the neighborhoods. We can work on rehab and social programs later, but first, you need to get the people who are doing terrible, horrible things. They need to sit down for a while. They need to be in jail. They need to pay the price. Accountability needs to be focused first before you can try to figure out all the other stuff that's going on. And when the mayor of Chicago stands up and says law enforcement is a sickness, then
the future's
there
taking
shape. He was cutting off, and as you can see, I'm playing the game, and I mean, it's the same as before. In fact, I'm bringing up. Let me cut this on here, and you know, I kind of like it like this too. I'm you know, it's a cool game, very cool game. We're gonna go out the door here, and let me switch to a full screen mode, and it should pop on soon. There it is. So, I mean, if we talking about Chicago, right? Chirac. Now, the reason I call it that's a Spike Lee movie. Spike Lee is a young baby boomer, right? He born like 68, 69. Mayor, you know, Brown-Nosed Johnson, and he's a brown-noser. He's a brown-noser for the Democratic Party. So that's Barack Obama, who's also a representative of Chicago. Chicago was his main Senate state, right? And Oprah Winfrey is another Chicagoanian. You lucky I don't beat up girls. You lucky I don't beat up girls. Yo, you better watch out, little punk. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm supposed to go? I'm supposed to go this way. I'm over here messing with the kids so much. Oh, my apologies, sir. like that's a typical bully, right? So yeah, but you know, he's corny because, dude, What? Oh, it's on? Come here. Come, come here. Didn't I say? Come here. You be messing with me. Punk. Oh, jeez. How I run? Come on. Come on. How do I escape? Are you tired? Got a dip from the boy, you know what I'm saying? But he messed with me first. Man, I hate punks. And yeah, like I was saying, Brandon Johnson, brown nose Johnson mayor, right? He's a Gen Xer. Common is a Gen Xer, right? But he does it like, you know what I mean? Like you don't even see Barack endorsing what he's saying, like. You know what I mean? Like, there's something very, very weird going on with his situation, and then the lies being told about the crime in Chicago. That makes it very hypocritical, and how he's spending and using his resources, because everything is supposed to be open books now, right? Even with everybody, right? If somebody gives you a $5 tip, you're supposed to let the government know that you got a $5 tip, right? That's why I was like, that's why I was kind of like, yo, that no tax on tips sound pretty good. And because I got to report all of my income, and it's like, yo, it's not where it is supposed to be, right? Because of all the lawfare that's going on, and then acting like the lawfare, and then we can't afford the lawyers, that we need. So, and lawyers can't work pro bono like they used to. It's the whole Department of Justice is a wreck, and Biden was the creator of that. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. How much time is that? I'm over here talking too much about. I'm at 22. Okay, so I can play a little bit more. But I mean, what do y'all think about Brandon Johnson and all the lies that they're telling about how bad Chicago really is when you compare it to the other cities, and then him just admitting that they do have an illegal immigrant issue, and I got there's so many other videos that I can share that brings. Hold up.
Jimmy, let me show you around this prison.
Oh, okay. Where you go? I gotta.
That's Russell's locker. The big ape who almost put you in the hospital. Vocal cords out.
What? See and press down.
Please don't hurt me. Time to pay your Russell tax.
I should knock this boy out.
I don't want any trouble.
What? Why am I paying him?
You don't know what pain is. There's just enough not to smash you.
Hold on.
Come on, let's break into it and steal something. That'll teach him. Careful around the prefects. They don't have much of a sense of humor.
Rotate the stick in the direction of the. I don't know how to open up this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they give me these career tasks. How do I do this? Let me see. Slowly rotate the control stick in the direction of the arrow to open the locker. The control stick. I don't know. So I gotta figure this out one day. I'm gonna do it right now. Let me see. Man, y'all gotta give me some help. I should have knocked him out. Let me go knock him out. Oh, jeez. I was busted. Oh, well. So, yeah. I was busted. I failed. I shouldn't have tried to knock him out. That's for me being too bullyish. What else? This is my school. Yeah, we can. I can talk bad about the mayor of Chicago all day. Chirac is a movie. I never saw it. It stars Nick Cannon in it somehow. Like he, the women refuse to have relationships with the men. Hence, it stops the violence, which is a bunch of malarkey, right? Cat Williams is a Gen Xer. Him and Cat Williams, they have a show, and that's the big difference between Cat Williams, Nick Cannon being Gen Xers, and Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer, because they baby boomers. Like hip hop, I mean, Gen Xers, we rap battle. Like it's done out of it's fun. It's I mean, we friends. We can count the dough, kick a flow, chill out watching videos, act really silly, yo. Really though, all that can end. Like that's enjoy and understand how precious life is. Whether you're at the bars with superstars, cruising in the trooper car, really don't care who you are. All I really need is a friend. If you can't have trust, you can't hang with us. We respond to those that show respect with respect. Yeah, I need to start showing more respect in this game, and that's what I did in the biggest bully. I didn't fight him, and well, you see she kind of tall, but she might like me. But the moral of the story is Cat Williams and Steve Harvey had a falling out. There's other videos about them and Steve now. He's explaining the difference between the baby boomers and what Cat Williams represents, which is Generation X. We can, like KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane, can have a rap battle together and then chill and party and laugh about it, the next minute after. They are our quote unquote older, the legends that did it the right way. Biggie and Tupac, they was the younger punks. Well, me and Poop only have Tupac by like a couple months. Biggie was a little bit younger than me, but hold on. I'm just sitting here minding my business. No, I'm minding my business, dude. Come here. I was trying to wrap up my show. Love God. Come here. Respect the Lord. Seek wisdom. Run for your life. Okay. So I'm back at this mission. Okay. I'm going to pause it right here. Pause it right there. That's one God, our Father, art of time, hip hop life. Love one. One love. One love. Be happy just to have just one love. And that Friends was KRS-One. Friends, how many of us have them? That's the Houdini original version, right? And it is about befriending people. And then, if she, or if he, right? He and she. That's the marriage. It's no hate towards, partnership or whatever, right? But that's the only true way. Like every child deserved to have strong relationships with their father and mother. I would say that constantly back in the day on Facebook and YouTube. I got to get back to saying that because I'm saying it where we shutting off fatherhood from the children, and then that's when you get what happened to Mahogany, where we had 9. Well, she was, unalive with 8 people, and now they're all on death row. Like, that's crazy to me. And they all black, and it's like, who do you blame? You blame, did the fathers know each other? You know what I mean? Did the mothers know each other? Like, where is the fatherhood and motherhood, right? That's why I'm more focused on fatherhood, because that's a brotherhood of God, right? Or a brotherhood of man. Fatherhood of God, brotherhood of man, right? Because there's only one God, our Father, art of time, hip-hop, life, right? God is love, hip-hop is life, time is holy. Money, it's not more than a fourth dimensional illusion that really doesn't exist, because it's hip-hop. That's the art of making the most out of life. I'm going to do one more video today. Right now, I'm going to go run and get me some popcorn or something. So I'll be back in a few, and for an evening show. And I hope, make the presentation a little more scholastic, I guess. So, but I hope y'all have a good time. Until then, this will be up shortly. Like, subscribe, and share. And understand, 1, God is understood. Peace and happiness to you all.